Hello everyone. So just a quick video today to go over how our critique is going to work. Um, I would love to have a live critique where you could show your work, we could all watch it at the same time. Unfortunately, that will not be possible. Collaborate Ultra, it does not do well with syncing audio and video. I have tried a few things, but if the connection on one end is not great, then everything goes to hell. And frankly, even when the connections are good, it still doesn't look very good. And y'all are spending all this time on your timing, and that's like the point. So we need a way for you to be able to watch everyone's videos, to be able to see everyone's videos. You show off your own video um, the right way. So we're going to do a couple things. First of all, just to review, when you go to hand this in, go to assignments, scroll down to wherever the midterm is, click on that. Be sure you are handing in both the FLA and the Swift files. I need both. So I browse my computer and I go to wherever I have everything. That's not it. There we go. And I grab both of them that go to whatever that particular assignment is. Because the Swift, so the Flash file, we always need the FLA file. Always, 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 always. It's what tells me that what you have done and like how you built it up and everything. The Swift file will bake in all of your text and all of your fonts. If you don't give that to me and I don't have the typeface that you were using, I'm going to see not what you intended. Um, right? So the Swift file shows me exactly how you made it, regardless of all the different typefaces we have on our different computers. But the FLA file lets me see how you built it. So we click submit, and you're going to do that at the start of class or before class, right? So our class starts technically at 1:10. We never start that early, but our class does start at 1:10. And you're going to do this before doing anything else, so I can have the files. You want to make sure you get that in on time. You saw that, by the way, this took like a few seconds to upload. You've got an audio file in with this FLA file. It's a little bigger. Well, this one was a lot bigger. It was like 26 megs, but it might be a little bit bigger. It might take a little bit longer. That's step one. Step two is to stand by. All right. Step two is to go to discussions. So discussions is usually where there's a forum board. We haven't used them in this class yet. We don't really use them for like questions or anything. We have other methods to communicate. But I've created a forum that says Midterm Critique. Post your files here. And here's how this works. We come in here. There's no thread. There will be one, the thread I make right now. But you're going to create your own thread. You, individual person, are going to create your own thread where you're going to post your stuff. All right. So now you're going to midterm. All right, so we're going to, you can put up, your name will be on this automatically. And you can put up, a little bit of questions like, oh, I wanted to do this and I really liked how this part was, but maybe, I wasn't quite sure about how this, thing, I couldn't get it to do right. Or I had trouble with this, or how do you guys feel about this? Do you guys like the colors or did you like the background? Like you can ask specific questions if you want specific feedback from people. Can talk a little bit about what you were doing. And then I browse my computer and I only include the Swift file. Again, I don't even know if you can post a file this big, but also don't include your working file. Just include the Swift file. Anyone who has Animate on their computer can open up the Swift file by itself. So we hit open, and we hit submit, right? And so you guys won't say preview user, but it will have your name, and it will have, your message, and then so you'll post that. Then once you have posted yours, you will start to see other people posting their stuff. You guys will all be posting at the same time. And then what you can do is come into here, and hit reply. So you can watch the person's video. I guess you got to watch it before you hit reply. Sorry, I skipped a step. So we download it. Chrome will always say like this file, it gets weirded out by Swift files, so just say keep. And then you play it, hit play, and it should play right away. Depending on how your Animate program and Adobe is set up, you may have to open Animate first and then double click on the SWF, but it should be able to open without any problems. And then you can watch the person's video, and then you can write some comments. You can say things like, you can read what they said and be like, I agree, I really like how the type turned out, but I like the knight's animation. I thought this part was good, but maybe the background could have been a different color, or maybe, you can give constructive criticism. I'll have a few examples of constructive criticism in here later for you to read, but you want to give the person real feedback. Yes, we want to be encouraging, because people are putting a lot of hard work into this, but we also want to give them, like something to work with, so I want you to there's 12 people in this class, so I want everyone to do written comments for at least 5 people, right? So at least 5, everyone comments on at least 5 people's things. Then everyone should, be getting a good amount of written feedback that they can look at. Try to, not everyone's gonna be posting exactly at the same time. So, you can kind of hang out there a little bit and refresh and wait to see if others post. So if you see someone that already has like 6 or 7 comments, maybe hold up a little bit until or like look for the ones that only have 2 or 3 comments. Now, once you're done doing that, though, I will have the Collaborate Ultra Room open. So, you write comments for people, and that's kind of how you can get credit for the class and the critique. Minimum of 5 comments, I should say. But then you can enter the discussion. We'll be in there, and you all can chat, and you can talk, in person about, what everyone did, and ask questions and everything, so we can have a conversation about them, and that'll be open basically as of when class starts. So again, our class usually starts at 1:10. I know we usually don't really start until 2 o'clock. So at 1:30, I'm going to write this down in the announcement as well, is when I want you to be going online into the discussions, posting your stuff, and then start commenting on people. And then this room will be open by then. And so as you're done making comments, or if you have questions for me about how to do it, I will be in there. And then you can post, post the comments, but then you can also talk to people in here. So we're using the discussions board to be able to watch people's material in the best way possible. By clicking on this SWF, by watching this SWF, you'll be able to see it with the actual timing. If we try to use Collaborate, everything I did, it looks terrible. It sounds terrible, and the timing just doesn't work. And so all the work everyone has done doesn't get seen. So by using this, this format, it'll allow you to watch them individually with your own headset and your own space, and you'll be able to see them better. I have used this before in this exact class for other semesters, just because we didn't have technology for people to show their work or whatever it was, and it worked out pretty well because people could watch it in their own time, and then they all talked to each other because we actually could enter a classroom. So I want you to watch them all on here, comment on a minimum of 5. That's your like credits for being, participation in the critique. But then once you're done, come into Collaborate, come talk to each other. Once you've all seen everyone's stuff, then you'll all have the, baseline to be able to have a more open conversation. People can ask questions. And hopefully we'll have a fun time. For those of you that are in the 3D class, we had a pretty good discussion about stuff last week, so I want to kind of continue that this week, and help everyone see everything. So unless you have, if you have any questions about how to get this all done, please email me. But otherwise, I will see you all in class at 11:30 on Wednesday.